Hello guys, what is up? Or YouTube. Hello YouTube. Maybe you're just a traveler from afar. Um, what is up YouTube? Psychic Redstone back with another episode of Attack of the B Team on the Technic Launcher, same difference. But today I'm going to be making some of the machinery included in the mod pack, and these are probably the first machines you need to make, other than the smeltery in the Tinker's Constructs, which I will actually probably be getting to next episode. But first you need to make, first I have these minions from Enderman, where is that Enderman? But, last episode I kinda ignored them. I just made the house. They actually just teleported to me from a quarry. I just had them dig, that's why they're in the house, and they just disappeared like they usually do. They're still there, but it's just they do that sometimes. I think it's bugs. So, as you can see, it's still an empty house, but I'm going to use this side for the machinery, so let's actually get started here with the basic things. So this is a crafting station. The difference from it is it can access a chest, which is this chest that it can access to. You can stick things in it and leave it in there. So it's pretty much just the same. So the first thing we're actually going to make is two of these machine frames, I think they're called. Boop, 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 boop. Machine frames, yes. You can make them with 4 glass, gold, and 4 iron. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to need 2 of them because I'm going to need 2. I'm making 2 machine frames. I'm making 2 machine frames because I'm making the redstone furnace and the pulverizer. You're also going to need the reception coils, the redstone reception coils, and you make those with 1 gold in the 1 gold in the middle, and 2 gold on either end, and you can make those 2. So those 2 are basically just going to be there all the time. So the first thing is it's going to be the pulverizer, and it's made like this, with piston on top, machine frame in the middle, redstone reception coil on the bottom, 2 flint on either side of the machine frame, and 2 copper on either side of the reception coil, and you make the pulverizer. Next thing is going to be the redstone furnace. It's going to make it 10,000 times more efficient to smelt things. It's going to be 10,000 times faster. The redstone furnace, redstone on top of the machine frame, bricks on either side of the machine frame, and then copper on either side of the redstone reception coil. So I have that. And if you're curious as to why I haven't smelted any of my ores, this is why. Because this pretty much doubles, and you can actually get an extra something out of it. So I'm just going to plop them down here, and I'm going to configure some things. This is probably something you're also going to need for the thermal expansion, and it is the wrench. It allows you to break things almost instantaneously, and it doesn't have a durability. So, it's great. The crescent hammer. Sorry, what was I thinking? So you can just like click on it and it will turn. So which side's the orange side? Oh, that's okay, I guess. Back can be input. So a few changes to the house I made, guys. Is when you come out here, I made somewhat of a fence, a default fence, like default. Why did I say that? Like just a fence of little. That spider's glitching out. Just like a fence of the raspberry bushes, so I can just, almost in an instant, food source. So like whenever I come walking down this road, I can instantly just like get some food. So it's a very inefficient source of food, as it takes so much just to fill you up your hunger bar. And I'm back with 2 more machines that need to be made. The first one that needs to be made is, technically you should make the other one before this one. This one's kind of optional, but it really is more efficient. It's the aqueous accumulator, and you make it like this, or aqueous, however it's pronounced. Aqueous, anyway it's pronounced, and it's made like this, with the machine frame again. And what it does is it generates water based on water around it. The next thing that needs to be made is a steam dynamo. And what the steam dynamo does is if you see, look here. It generates the energy, the thermal expansion energy, which it requires water and a solid fuel, which really it can be anything from like wood, string to like, charcoal or coal. And I'm back, guys. So, there was actually two machines that I needed. One was the leadstone energy cell, which was kind of like a battery in the thermal expansion. The only way to make that is to make this conductane coil, and you needed an electrum ingot for that. In order to make that, you need to make a blend of the gold and the silver, which is the pulverizer, and the only way to make that is via the pulverizer, but we do not have any power to it yet. So, what we are going to do is we need to make these wires. They're the leadstone energy conduits. They are the first possible way, first, like, tier of wires. And I just barely made that out with 3 left over. So now that we have this aqueous accumulator is already generated full of water, and it's keeping this full of water. So all we have to do is put a reactant in it, or in other words, some coal. We should be fine. So I'm not gonna put that much in there. Let's let's put 12 in there. That should do. So as we can see here, oh, there it goes. They start to go up, and what I need to do right now quickly is find a ore that is good enough for use. So as the power rises, this is also going to rise. This is pretty much going to be the speed of it. I have it set up to where the orange is going out this left side, and then the redstone furnace is facing that towards the glass. So in the back of it, it's getting the input, so it just goes straight through. Okay, that's probably too much. It's just generating. And there we go. That should do it for now. Yeah, that's good enough. And all the extra... Yeah. Actually need that. That is perfect, actually, because now I can make this hopper, which I actually need to make one more chest, which then in turn I can do this, which then in turn I can grab all of my little ores and just toss them in here. So now whatever I do, it's just gonna do that. It's gonna continue pulverizing them. Let's put some more in there, shall we? Just to generate power. So you need to make gold and silver, pulverized gold and silver. So I'm going to help this line with a lever sticks. Help this little line of ores with a lever. Oh, I can't put that there. Where can I put it that'll stop this? I'll do it. Oops. Oh. I didn't want to do that. I just get a piece of cobblestone. Lop it on the side. Nope, that doesn't look good at all. Change this so it's ignored, so it doesn't even... So this way, none of these ores are going to go into there. So this will continue pulverizing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some... It was 1 gold and however many... To make the leadstone energy cell, you need this electrum. You need to make it from a blend, which is a silver and a gold. Mixed. Silver, where's my silver? And I'm back, guys, with the, silver and gold. Silver and gold. blend, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna steal that out of there for now. I'm gonna smelt those. They're gonna go right into the chest. And as soon as that's done, I'll just throw the ferrous back in there. Ferrous is very valuable, guys. Almost extremely, because when you pulverize the ferrous ore, you have a possibility of getting a shiny metal or a shiny dust, which is right here. Pulverized shiny metal, which you can only make via pulverizing the ingot, which you can't get at all, and pulverizing ferrous, which you actually get a 10% chance of getting. So, yep. Oh, thank God, because the reason we need this shiny metal, is because this shiny metal is used in. Oh, okay, that's part of the mine factory, but it's used in almost all of. Okay, hold on. Let me say this again. The shiny metal is used to make this iridium blend, which is used to make the highest tier of these the highest tier of anything in the thermal expansion. Like the highest tier battery holds, I think it was 50 million redstone flux, and you make it with the iridium ingots around a redstone energy cell. Redstone is, in my honesty, redstone energy cells pretty much probably the most you're ever gonna need. But you know, if you want to make that, if you have the resources, be my guest, go ahead and do it. With a shiny ingot. So to make the leadstone energy cell, we need 3. Okay, first we need this leadstone energy cell, which is 4 lead, 1 block of redstone, and 2 glass. So 4. Going to steal that out of there. So everything's going fine and dandy. So let's make the special conductane coil. Now we need the 3 copper, which I do believe we actually have. Yep, 3 copper. Now that's left is the lead. So as soon as this, yep, there we go. The lead, which I'll move up in the, where's the lead? It's all the way up there. Move it up in the query line. So that'll get pulverized as soon as all of this copper is done. Oh, crap. Let's put that away. Let's take that out. There we go. Oh. There we go. So, now we need the lead, which is pulverizing. We should actually get some lead here soon. As soon as it gets a certain amount of redstone flux, it's going to begin sawing down. Sawing down? Is that what it's called? Beating the lead down into its raw pulp form. So now we have 2. Whoa. That was weird. Okay, now we have enough. Now we need 9 of redstone. We can make a block of redstone. And now we can actually make the special the leadstone energy cell frame, which in the actuality it doesn't do anything until you actually have these the redstone conductane cell and the 3 copper. So now that we have that, we can do this. Where was my crescent hammer? I can take that out. But then I can edit this. Set the top. The blue is input. Oh, let's set them all off here for now. Blue is input, orange is output. So there we go. Now all we have to do is stuff all of our coal in there. So now, since it's producing 80 flux per tick, and this line can only hold 80 flux per tick, and it's giving out 80 flux per tick just to fill up the things, it's not giving out any. But as soon as that okay, this spider's annoying. But as soon as the thing is full, this is full. Yep, here we go. This is gonna immediately start filling up because it's getting an extra 20 redstone flux per tick. Because this produces 80. This one uses 40. And this one only uses 20. So you have 60 being used, 80 being produced. So you have an extra 20 being made every single time. So we might as well store that energy in a frame. So there we go. There we have it. And so, whoa. This was a relatively long episode, guys. Really long. So I'm going to see you guys next time on the next episode of Attack of the B Team. Bye.